Okay, what's up with it, Kicks? So we gotta work out, man. I gotta drink a little bit of Rockstar though before I work out. A little bit though, not a lot. That means I'm not gonna drink the whole entire can. Remember, like a quarter. Yeah, a quarter of the can. I throw the rest away, man. I don't need all that. Now let's talk about going overseas. Why men do it? It's because it's too goddamn saturated here, man. Like, out here, you know, women rarely ever catcall, man. You go over to Thailand and you start living there, you start noticing like, God damn, I'm getting catcalled all the time. Females catcalling you all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't happen over here, man. They don't really notice you like that. They don't stop you in your tracks over here. You know what I'm saying? So every man want to go where, you know, they can get sex a lot easier. You feel what I'm saying? And Thailand, the Philippines, you definitely can get laid a lot easier. You can get a girlfriend a lot easier. It's not so goddamn saturated like it is in America. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Philippines is starting to become saturated too, because so many goddamn Americans are moving over there. Especially older Americans. Older American men, to be exact. So when you're struggling over here, man, you know, you go overseas where it's not so saturated. America is saturated, man. There's tons and tons of men pouring into the country every single year. So when you got so many men in one country, it's going to be hard to find a mate. Now, Thailand, let me tell you something. That country, the women outnumber the men out there. The women outnumber the men. And that's how you like it. You don't want to be at where there's more men than women. The reason for that saturation, and one of the reasons is because of immigration. America is not strict enough on immigration. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh man, don't blame the immigrants. I'm like, okay, well, We're not strict on that shit. Thailand is strict on their immigration laws. If you stay too long, you can get jailed and thrown. I mean, you could be jailed and deported right away. They're strict with their immigration laws. And out here it's very, very now we recently just got strict on immigration. And people are being deported, but that should have been happening like a long time ago. And when you always got men pouring into the country every single year, dating becomes impossible for like a lot of men. A lot of men are gonna get can't even talk right now. A lot of men are gonna get left out. You know what I'm saying? Of the dating pool, because there's so many men in this country, bro. It's too many. We don't have wars. We're not strict on immigration. So yeah, of course, eventually the country is gonna get saturated. When I think about Thailand, I think about more women than men. You feel what I'm saying? And back in the day, the wars and stuff, they used to thin the herd, man. But now we don't have wars because of nukes. World War III would have been happened, or World War III would have happened already, man, if it wasn't for the nukes. Nukes are dangerous, man. They destroy cities and stuff. Cause a lot of destruction. Nobody wants to have a nuclear war, bro. That'll destroy the planet. You know? Too many men to compete with. That's why it's so hard to find a woman and find a serious relationship. You know, when men arrive in Thailand, when they arrive in the Philippines, they find a relationship right away. And it's long term too. They don't got no problem finding a long-term relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why dudes migrate over to like Philippines. There's so many dudes migrating to the Philippines, it's not even funny right now. You go to where it's not so saturated at, you know what I'm saying? He lost that battle, buddy. That hawk tried to get a seagull and he missed. He missed. He didn't get one. So, so you go overseas where the stacks, the odds are not so stacked so goddamn high, man. You feel what I'm saying? But my thing is, man, that's really not really a smart thing, because eventually you'll run out of money or resources. You'll be back over here in the matrix again. There's plenty of guys who tried to escape the matrix without self-improving and getting stability and shit like that, and they ended up back over here, or they ended up homeless in another country. It's one thing to be homeless in your own country, but to be homeless in another country, that's totally different. You don't even know the language. You don't know the people. You don't know nothing. What time is it? You know what I'm saying? I need something that's gonna hydrate me, man, because shit. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that part, man. You over here and you in America, you're struggling to get sex, which is natural. You feel what I'm saying? It's natural to get sex, man. I mean, it's natural to have sex. It's something that is part of life. And when you're struggling to get it, so you get your passport, you become a passport bro or a expat or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And you go where you can find sex at, man. Because in your country is super saturated, man. The women don't catcall you out here. The women don't really pay attention to you that much out here. You'll go years without sex out here, man. If you don't put in the effort, you know what I'm saying? It's in human nature to what? In human nature to find or go down the path with the least resistance. And in America, the path is it has a whole lot of resistance, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, whole lot of resistance out here, man. They don't really notice you unless you're a celebrity out here. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, you a Chad or a Tyrone. That's the only time they fucking notice you. But out here, you're just another body out here, man. And if a man out here, he don't put effort into like trying to get laid, if he doesn't put his best foot forward, if he doesn't go out and buy the brand new car and get the brand new house and stuff like that, he is not going to get laid in this country. If he doesn't put in the effort, like out here, you have to put effort into it. Effort, solid effort. You got to give it all you got. But if you go overseas, man, you just walk around, you get catcalled, you get numbers very easily, you get sex very easily, and that's how you like it, man. You want to be where you can get laid easy. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you want to go where you can get laid. Nobody want to be out here sexless, bro. That's not a natural thing. To be sexless, that's not natural. You know what I'm saying? A man need to have sex at least 3 times a week throughout his whole entire life. He don't need no fucking droughts. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that's natural, bro. You feel me? You gotta have the coochie, man, at least 3 times a week. At least that. It could be more for some dudes, but the basic need is 3 times a week. And out here, you just a walking guy. You just a normal dude. Your passport don't carry no weight. You don't stick out unless you're a celebrity. Man, you go to Thailand, you are a celebrity just by being different from everybody, man. You feel what I'm saying? You stick out like a sore thumb, man, and you know, and they gravitate towards you because of that, and you get a lot more attention. You know what I'm saying? Out here, women don't want to tell you that you're handsome and stuff like that, man. They don't want to tell you that. They'll treat you differently and shit. Okay? They'll treat you differently out here. Don't get me wrong. If they find you attractive, they'll treat you differently. They'll treat you nice and stuff. But they'll never tell you that you're handsome to your face. You only get a few of those. You know. You know, you'll only get a few of those. Was it yesterday I was flying the sign and some gay dude just drove by and said, "You're handsome." And I said, "Thanks." I'm like, I was coming from the wrong crowd, but I appreciate it. But a female, she'll give you extra money, she'll give you extra this, They'll treat you good, but they won't tell you straight to your face that you are handsome. I'm like, I'm glad somebody told me. And plus, I've been losing weight, so you get a lot more compliments when you're losing weight. Right now, I ain't eat nothing. I'm about to work out on an empty stomach. You feel me? Right now. I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight around my stomach. I can tell. So I'm making progress with the weight loss. But it's just like, it's good to hear that every now and then, man. That you're handsome and stuff, man. But yesterday, it came from the wrong crowd. It came from a gay guy. And I'm like, shit. God damn it. You know. You know. You know what I'm saying? So, you'll hear that a whole lot more over in the other countries, man. You know what I'm saying? And the other countries, there's not like a brick wall that you gotta knock down just so you can get sex, bro. It's more like a sheet that you just need to go through. That's about it. You know. It's a lot easier to get sex. It's a lot easier to get companionship. It's so much easier, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not so goddamn saturated in those countries, man. Out here, you deal with a whole lot of saturation. Chads and Tyrones, rich men all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? Out there's not a whole lot of Chads and Tyrones to compete with. There's not a whole lot of rich men to compete with. You know what I'm saying? You stand out and you stick out like a sore thumb. You feel what I'm saying? And you're more appreciated in other countries, man. It's just like they appreciate the man out there, man. Because they don't live in a fucking simpy simpletry society, bro. They don't live out there like that. You know, the governments, they keep the men first, and that's how you like it, man. Like, think about it. In Thailand, the men come first, and then the lady boys come second, and then the women come last. Women are in last place in Thailand. They keep women in their rightful place, bro. Out here, we believe in simping and feminism. This shit is poisoning, society, bro. It destroys families. Matter of fact, it keeps families from being built. You know what I'm saying? It separates everybody, man. I don't need a man syndrome. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot easier to get sex. I mean, damn, I can see myself in Thailand right now. Automatically, when I get off the plane, I'll have a girlfriend, man. And I'm like, God damn, I ain't had a girlfriend in 10 years. It's so goddamn saturated. And I consider myself decent looking, and I'm still struggling. You feel what I'm saying? So I know if an average man like me is struggling, I know the incels, the guys who are sub-5, I know they struggling harder. Me, I'm just getting attention. You know, and a little bit of nibble of sex every now and then. But they're not even getting that. There's cats out here that are sub-5, they're not even getting attention. They're invisible to a lot of females, bro. And being invisible is not a good thing. It's not a good thing, man, to struggle to get intimacy on a regular basis. That's not a good thing. Now I kind of see why guys go out there, man. When you think about Richie Mack, look at it, man. The guy's short and ugly at the same time. That's a bad combination. When you are short and you sub-5, you need to go overseas, bro. You know, you short and sub 5, bro. So short and sub 5. That's a recipe for like death, right there on that part right there. You know, you know, you know. And it's like this. It's like because it's so saturated in America just to get a companionship going, right? Just to get a companionship going, it's so saturated that men have to go overseas, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn. I mean, think about an analogy, man. Let's say there's a yard full of fruit, vegetables, okay? And you need fruits and vegetables, man. That shit got a lot of nutrients in it, right? There's a yard, the fence is huge. It's like barbed wire fence, electric fence, and it's well protected and guarded. You got people with guns and stuff outside trying to protect the fruits and vegetables, okay? And you just trying to go over there and get some nutrients, man. You starving, man. You trying to, I'm trying to get some of that, right? But then you look across the way, maybe like a mile down the road, okay? There's no barbed wire fence. There's no electric fence. There's no guards outside. You know what I'm saying? Trying to protect it. Where are you gonna go? You gonna go where there's no guards, there's no electric barbed wire fence? You know, you gonna go where you gonna go down the road, like a mile down the road. That's walkable. You just walk down the mile. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get it, man. And then you go in there, you just fill your bag up full of fruits and vegetables, and then that's it, man. You enjoy. You take some of the vegetables home with you and you put it inside your soup or make a salad or some shit like that, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's voila. It's art, you feel me? But this is how America is. America is a barbed wire fence and guards sticking out. Guards are posted up outside trying to protect it. It makes it harder to get the fruits and vegetables. You gotta fucking sneak through the back way. You gotta become a ninja. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta flip over the fucking barbed wire fence, and the guards are fucking chasing after you and shit. It's more of a hassle to get sex. That's what I'm trying. My main point is it's more of a hassle to get sex. That's my main point. Over here in America, you know what I'm saying? Versus going a mile down the road where you don't have to deal with no barbed wire, electric fence, no guards posted up outside with guns trying to protect it. Nah, you just walk into the garden, or into the yard or whatever, and you take what you need. You fill up your bag until it's full, shit. And then you leave, and then you come back again for some more. It's like that overseas, man. The Philippines, Thailand, and it's not so saturated, man. That's my main point. Is America has gotten too saturated. What's up with it, man? I'm still here, man. I ain't going nowhere. It's become so saturated, man. My thing is, my only problem with that is that make sure you have enough money to survive out there. Because a lot of cats, they so desperate that they'll move out there without their money together, man. They only got like $5,000 in the bank, or they only got $10,000 in the bank. You're gonna run out of that, man, after a while. Feel what I'm saying? You're gonna run out of that. I've been hearing a lot of stories of guys just running out of money. You know what I'm saying? So don't move over there, man. If you ain't got your money together, man. You know. You ain't got your money together. So if you're gonna make a move to go overseas, at least have stability. Boy, they're hungry. Boy, they love that fast food, man, I'll tell you. These seagulls and stuff. They love McDonald's, they love Taco Bell. They going crazy behind this burrito. I ain't eat it, man. Somebody gave me some Taco Bell and I didn't eat it. I don't want no fast food right now. I'm taking a break from that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of guys are sick of the frustration and the sexual frustration. You know, they sick of that. But I say a passport bro movement most of the time, and all these other like expat, all these guys who are going overseas, is because they don't want to self-improve into what women want them to become. They don't want to live up to women's standards out here. They don't want to get the bag. They don't want to do all that. I'm like, well, you're not going to be able to live out there for very long if you don't get the bag, man. A lot of guys, they stay 6 months in one country, and they come back, save some more money. 6 months here, and then 6 months there, 6 months here, 6 months. No, that's not the way to live, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just another way to like try to escape from the bag chase. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't run from the bag chase, man. You gotta chase that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it, man. Live the American dream. Out there, man, you can't really drive a Ferrari. You can't really live. You can't really grow in those countries. That's one thing about it, man. You become stagnant. In America, you can keep growing and growing and growing and become a millionaire. But in those countries, you ain't got no opportunities out there, man. I don't know why motherfuckers are moving out there. I mean, I know why they're moving out there, but it's like, because of the women. But at the same time, man, how you gonna make money? How you gonna grow? How you gonna get the bag out there, man? They're not really giving any foreigners any opportunity out there to grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about it, man. But there is the only thing about America, there is opportunity here to grow, to get to get the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is where you get the bag at. You can't get the bag in other countries. That's the one thing that you gotta understand. Yeah, you can say F this country or whatever. You feel me? You could say that, but this is where you get the money, you know? This is where you grow. You feel me? This is where you grow. And I know some passport bros, they gonna come around and they're gonna be upset. What you saying, bro? You know, I'm not talking down on the passport bro movement. Even though in the past I have talked bad about the passport bros. You feel me? Uh, but I'm just saying, I understand why you guys are going over there. You know, because of the because of the saturation here in America. But also, you still have to compete. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you go overseas, bro, let's say you save some money, maybe like 4 or 5 grand or whatever, and then you say, man, I'm moving overseas, man. I got like 5 grand in my pocket. I'm going overseas. You're gonna run out of that money, man. Eventually, you're gonna run out. And then what you gonna do? Too many passport bros trying to cut corners and stuff. You can't cut corners, man. No, even if you're going overseas, you still can't cut no corners. No, you gotta self-improve here, buddy. You gotta get the bag out here. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta get the bag out here, man. Ain't no, ain't no this and that, man. Fuck that, bro. You know, you gotta get the bag out here. I gotta hydrate a little bit, man. I need some. I need a Rockstar. I'm gonna go to the store and get a Rockstar real quick. Yeah, I ain't got no more food for you guys. Sorry. That's all I got. That predator here, they scared to eat. Yeah. They don't like that hawk. That hawk come around and make them breakfast, man. You know. But yeah, so yeah, I understand it, man. You're trying to get laid, you know, you feel me? You're trying to get companionship. America is very saturated, and it's very, uh, it's very complicated to get companionship and get a woman out here, man, because it's so saturated. But there's no running away from self-improvement. No matter what you say, you can fight self-improvement until you die, bro. Until you self-improve, yeah, you're just gonna have a hard time with females nowadays, even overseas. You feel what I'm saying? Because they expect you to have your money together out there too. So you can't really run. You gotta take this shit head on, man. You feel me? You gotta take this shit head on. You can't, you can't be out here running away from the bag. You gotta chase it. You gotta get it. You gotta embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna treat you the same way over there. Like, lose a Farang, you ain't got no money? Remember that episode on David and Annie? I don't know if you guys watched that. Let me get my stuff, man, because I don't want nobody to steal my shit. It happens so quickly over here. I really don't want to take all my stuff over to the store, man, but I got to. People love to steal sleeping bags and all that other stuff, so I gotta bring my stuff. You guys ate it already? Yeah, they did. You know, they'll get over there. They'll be like, you ain't got no money. You 47, you 48, and you still ain't got anything. That's what uh, that's what Annie said to David on the boat. Remember David and Annie? She grilled him on that boat, man. Getting over there, he ain't got no money. He ain't got a pot to piss in, but yet he's still trying to find love over there in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? And she pocket checked him, man. Because you like 47, 48, you supposed to have that shit going on. You're supposed to have your stability, man. You had enough time. And she was like, you're 47 and you still don't have anything? He was like, that's what happens in a divorce. My wife took everything. My wife took everything. I was married. I had all the cars. I had all the houses. And she was like, I don't care. She was like, I don't care about the past. What about now? You know. And she was worried about him being able to take care of her and shit, man. And she was like, are you still gonna be able to take care of me? And she was like, that I'm sure of. Man, he got over here, he was staying with friends. Eventually they got on their feet, man, and got their own place. I think he was a teacher or something when he got over here. And we followed them for a while. I think it was TLC. And I zoned in, bro, and I tuned in. And I said, this guy is out here doing it backwards. He's supposed to get the money together and then go get the wife. You know what I'm saying? Instead, he didn't have his money together. You know what I'm saying? So he brought her over here struggling. He had to stay inside his friend's mansion. I think he had a rich friend. That one guy that was on the episode, remember him? He had money. He had a big ass house. He was a white guy. He was married to a black woman. Something like that. But he was also going to Thailand too. You know. The guy had bread. He was funny though. He was funny as fuck. He was walking into the massage parlor with no shoes on when they went to the massage parlor. That guy's funny as fuck, boy. So walk into the motherfucking massage parlor with no shoes on, bro. What type of shit is that? You know? You know. And he's funny. That guy's funny, man. But overall, what I'm talking about is that there's no escape from improving yourself. You can keep on running, but it's going to always be following you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to turn around. You got to handle it. You got to tackle that shit, bro. You got to chase that bag and get it, man, because it's going to follow you throughout your whole entire life. You're just going to be struggling. And then you can try to find a shortcut, but that's going to blow up in your face, too. What's up with the Captain Commander? Yeah, we got trolls kicking indoors. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Kicking in the door. Man, what you talking about, man? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Right now, I need a rock star, bro. I'm gonna take my stuff over here. You know. So no, it's not gonna be a good deal if you decide that you want to skip out on self-improvement. I think men who run away from self-improvement is because their parents did. They take it after their parents. You know, their parents didn't teach them that. You know, they didn't teach them discipline. A lot of cats ain't got no patience. They ain't got discipline. They ain't got nothing. like that, man. And a lot of motherfuckers, they be scared. They scared of schooling. They scared of chasing money, period. They want to chase women first. I told you that it don't work like that. I tried that already. It didn't work. Throughout my 20s, 30s, and 40s, all I did was chase women, bro. I mean 40s, what am I saying, 40s? Throughout my 20s and 30s, all I did was chase women, bro. That's all I did. That's all I cared about was getting some cooch, going to the bars and clubs, just trying to get laid all the time, and not focusing on my shit. I ain't focused on my shit. You feel me? And you're gonna go long periods without sex because you're focusing on something. You feel me? You're gonna go long periods without sex because you're focused. It'll be all worth it when you get there, man. Once you get that bag in your hands, you'll be worth it, man. It'll be a lot easier life, man. You know. And I know some of the passport bros, they're gonna be upset, but I'm telling you the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with telling you the truth that you need to get your bread together before you even start dealing with women, bro. Before you even start dealing with females, you gotta get your money together. I'm gonna hurry up and get this rock star. If I would have learned that shit when I was younger, bro, I wouldn't be here right now. That's why I'm not too worried about boobs, because I'm focused on something. I've been there putting women over goals and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, the money comes first, and then the women come second. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta hurry up, because I left my stuff over there. I didn't want to bring it over here, but we gotta hurry up and get maybe a Red Bull or a Rockstar or something. All right. What's up, boss?
Anything else?
That's it, boss.
427?
Oh, this costs more than a Rockstar?
Yeah.
Shit.
325.
Yeah, 25 cents.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Okay. Because we need to hydrate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's no escaping that shit, bro. My dad, he ran away from self-improvement his whole entire life. And the reason why I'm broke and struggling now is because of my parents, my mother and my father. They didn't care about money, bro. They care about relationships and marriages. They were too busy chasing the fake dream. You know what I'm saying? They were too busy chasing love and romance their whole entire life, man. You know, money, they can care less about that, man. They was just getting enough just to get by, man. What the hell's happening? What's going on, bro? Motherfucker moving hella slow and shit. Like, bro, you gotta move on. We get the bag, then we get the women, bro. Then we can relax. You know what I'm saying? And then we can return back to the dating scene with pride, man. Walking around with your chest out like, yeah, nigga, I made it. I got the bag. And now I feel good about myself. Well, now I can approach these females with confidence. Now I can walk around, let my jewelry or my watch, let it show. You feel what I'm saying? Let my jewelry bling out because I put that work in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't run for no self-improvement, man. I didn't run from the bag. I ran toward the bag. Guys who keep on running away from self-improvement their whole entire life, you're just gonna have a bad one, man. You're gonna have a bad life. Without money, you have a bad life. With money, you have a good life. That's why guys, they sacrifice so much to go after the bag, man. That's why they sacrifice so much to go after the bag. Because everybody wants a good life, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to have a good sex life. Everybody, all the men, they want to be good with women, man. They want to have a good life with women. You know, they don't want to struggle getting coochie and stuff like that. That's why guys go out and become millionaires, man. That's why guys go out and get the bag, because it draws women to them. Understand it. You a man with a bag, you know, if you're a man with a bag, you are a magnet, okay? You are a chick magnet, and that's what you want to be. You want to be a chick magnet, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to be just some plain Joe chilling, you know, waiting for a female to give you some attention. Nah, you want to walk into the room and then automatically they flock to you like bees to honey. That's how you want to be, bro. That's why guys go out there and they get that money. They get that bag. You feel what I'm saying? There's benefits with that bag. You feel me? That some guys don't understand that, bro. You can go overseas all you want to, man, but it ain't gonna really help you that much, man. I mean, yeah, you go overseas, you get laid, but that's only temporary pleasure, man. You can only be over there before your money starts to run out. And then you got to go back home, make some more money, and then return 6 months later. It's like, nah, that's not how you supposed to do it, man. I seen cats doing it right now, man. Some of the passport bros, there's some dudes out there, they going back and forth. 6 months here in America, and then 6 months in the Philippines. They doing it like that. They come here, they save a bunch of money, and then go back. Quit their job, come back, get another job, save money, and then go back. It's stupid, bro. Come on now. That's dumb. You feel me? You know, nah, get your bread up and then go overseas. Right now, like for a 40-something-year-old man to retire in the Philippines comfortably, he need about $2 million. Who got $2 million in their bank account? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, You know, appreciate it, Kicks. Get those damn those trolls out of here, man. Fuck them trolls, yo. Suck a huge dick, trolls. Give a damn about what you're saying. Anyway, like I said, you going overseas because there's less saturation. I get it. But my thing is, get your bread together before you go over there. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking about stability, an online business, and no, don't start a business over there, man. Don't open up a restaurant. Don't open up a club or nothing like that. Within 5 years, you will be going out of business. Too many guys, they say, man, I can go over there. I can open up a business. I got about 100 grand. I can put that into a business out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I can do this, I can do that. Like, man, they'll do that, but your Thai wife might divorce you, or once they get the money together, once they start making good money, they'll push you out of the deal. I done heard a whole lot of horror stories of guys just trying to figure out ways to stay in those countries because the Philippines and Thailand, it's a lot easier to get sex. Let's just keep it a buck. There's not a whole lot of resistance when it comes to getting sex in those countries, bro. You go over there, it's a lot easier to get it versus being here in America, okay? Where you walk around and you're just a nobody. In America, you walk around, some motherfuckers are invisible, okay? We got dudes in that cafe that are invisible to women, bro. Like this sub-5 Asian dude that walks around with a backpack, he invisible to women. During the holidays, I saw that dude, you could see the expression on his face. He was just so depressed and so lonely and all the other stuff. Some motherfuckers are invisible out here, bro, until they get that bag and then they're not invisible anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm about to work out, man. You guys have a good day, man. I'll make another video when I get done working out. You guys have a good day. I'm out.